A great novelist once wrote, "The birth of every child signifies that God has not yet lost hope in mankind." We wanted to know what happens to a bright, shining child that leads them to a homeless life of danger and desperation. We found a young woman named Michelle and then found her family in what was once her home. We were startled by her story. It's one not easy to forget.
Get this right. It's my birthday.
You'll be on TV.
I'm not joking. And you could be on the news as being a good Samaritan.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, and you're not a good Samaritan.
Thanks anyway. I didn't want your spirit change anyway. No, be nice.
Rejection is nothing new for this young woman who finds safety and comfort on the street among complete strangers. She asked to be called Michelle on this night, her 20th birthday.
Hey, it's my birthday. Can I have a handshake? Thank you. It's my birthday!
How did it come to this? Why is a young woman so full of life living her life on the streets?
I've been beaten and molested. I don't think there's been a year in my life that I haven't had something like being raped or molested or something like that happen to me.
Michelle says she was raped by a close family member at age 8. Where was her mother?
She's still a major pothead. She still smokes lots of pot, and she's still an alcoholic.
At this point, you may be wondering if these horror stories could possibly be true. We wondered too. So we went to Portland, Oregon to find her mother, who says her daughter does not lie.
She says that she was molested.
I believe that. He molested them on visits after we were divorced.
Vicki Page says her daughter left home at 13, that her son is in jail, and that both were physically and sexually abused by more than one relative.
She said he made her choose between him and me, and she chose him.
I would say that's pretty accurate.
The stories, the mother says, are true. Vicki says sexual abuse has traveled through generations in her family. She says that she too was sexually abused as a child.
When you first said pictures of Jessica, that was the first one I thought of.
It is the only glimpse of innocence she remembers in her daughter's childhood. Shortly after this, the molestations and beatings followed. This picture was taken just before drug abuse began. At 13, she was already on the street. On her 20th birthday, she remembers dreams that have long been abandoned.
I imagined being this little prom queen and being the homecoming queen and having this, you know, the high school football player boyfriend and stuff, but didn't turn out exactly like that.
Now, Michelle can see no further than begging on the streets of the Haight-Ashbury and sleeping under bushes in Golden Gate Park.
Good night, America. How are you? Say, don't you know me?
I'm your native son. It's my birthday. You want to give me a hug?
There are an estimated 4,000 kids under 21 years old on the city streets. They often arrive in San Francisco before they are even adolescents and spend their formative teenage years huddling for warmth, begging for attention and money, and sometimes shooting up deadly drugs. As for Michelle, she is still out of contact with her family, still living on the streets of San Francisco, and still sleeping in Golden Gate Park. When we return to the conclusion of Can't Find My Way Home, we will take you to New York, where Rob Roth went on special assignment to find out how that city cut its once notorious homeless population in half, and what lessons its groundbreaking initiative has for San Francisco.